Making the headlines tonight. Cambodian Senate President Chum embarks on an official visit to Vietnam. Prime Minister Hun Sen congratulates Xi Jinping on his re-election as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of China. More than 7,000 tons of rice seeds have been distributed to flood victims in Cambodia, according to Prime Minister Hun Sen. This is the Daily Roundup here on EAC News Channel. A very good evening to you. I'm Darshana Gauchan. On Monday morning, the Cambodian Senate President Chum embarked on an official visit to Vietnam, accompanied by a high-level Cambodian delegation. Senate President Chum and his delegation will be in Vietnam for a 3-day official state visit from 24th to 26 October 2022. The official visit is being made at the invitation of the National Assembly President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Vuong Dinh Hue, and is intended to strengthen the friendship, solidarity, and cooperation between the people of the two countries and between the Cambodian Senate and the National Assembly of Vietnam. The visit is also part of the year-long joint celebrations of the 55th anniversary of the establishment of Cambodia-Vietnam diplomatic relations. The Cambodian Senate President is scheduled to pay a courtesy visit to senior leaders of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, including the Secretary-General of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam, Nguyen Phu Trong, the President of Vietnam, Nguyen Xuan Phuc, the President of the National Assembly of Vietnam, Vuong Dinh Hue, the Prime Minister of Vietnam, Pham Minh Chinh, and other senior Vietnamese dignitaries. Prime Minister Hun Sen has sent a message of congratulations to Chinese President Xi Jinping for his re-election as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of China for a third term at the recent 20th CPC National Congress. In a letter addressed to Xi Jinping dated Sunday, 23rd October, the Prime Minister wrote, "On this auspicious occasion, I wish to extend, on behalf of the Cambodian People's Party, my heartfelt congratulations to Your Excellency. I would also like to take this opportunity to offer my sincere felicitations to all leaders and members of the CPC for the successful conclusion of the 20th CPC National Congress, which will provide a new momentum to building China into a great modern socialist country." The Prime Minister applauded China's great success in poverty alleviation, technological innovation, scientific progress, and the building of socialism with Chinese characteristics, which he attributed to Xi Jinping's leadership and said has benefited not only the Chinese people but also the world at large. In terms of bilateral relations, Prime Minister Hun Sen said Cambodia and China have enjoyed growing bilateral ties and all-round close cooperation, mainly due to the friendship and cordial relations between the CPP and CPC. He further wrote, "Over the years, the CPP and the CPC have forged their ironclad friendship, which has constantly advanced Cambodia-China bilateral relations for the interest of the peoples of the two countries." The Prime Minister concluded his letter by saying that he looks forward to continuing working closely with Xi Jinping to further strengthen the friendship between the two parties and to take the Cambodia-China Comprehensive Strategic Partnership of Cooperation to a new height. Prime Minister Hun Sen has called on citizens to work together to protect the peace and territorial integrity of Cambodia. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
Speaking at the distribution of rice seeds and food to 11,528 flooded-affected families in Battambang province on Monday morning, the Prime Minister said that Cambodia is currently in a period of peace. The Prime Minister has called on the people to work together to protect the peace at all costs. To ensure peace, he called on the people to vote for the Cambodian People's Party. During his speech, the Prime Minister also called on the citizens to continue fighting against COVID-19, even though Cambodia continues to report no new cases because the pandemic is still not completely gone from our lives. He urged people to continue implementing the government's recommended health measures such as mask wearing, regular hand washing, social distancing and getting COVID-19 vaccine. These measures, he said, will not only prevent the transmission of COVID-19, but also infectious diseases. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
Prime Minister Hun Sen has said that so far more than 7,000 tons of rice seeds have been distributed to flood victims in Cambodia. He also encouraged citizens to be strong and to not give up in such times of extreme difficulty. EAC News reporter Decca Nin has more details.
Speaking at the distribution of rice seeds and food to more than 10,000 families in Battambang province on Monday morning, the Prime Minister said that so far, 20 out of 25 provinces in Cambodia have been affected by floods. Heavy rain has caused severe damage to crops in certain parts of the country, leading the government to distribute seeds to members of the public who have the ability to restore the destroyed crops.
ថ្ងៃនេះយើងបានដោះស្រាយត្រឹមតែស្រូវពូជសម្រាប់ជាង 10000 គ្រួសារហើយការដោះស្រាយស្រូវពូជនេះគឺដោះស្រាយចំពោះតែអ្នកដែលមានលទ្ធភាពអាចស្ដារឡើងវិញមានប្រភពទឹកអាចស្ដារឡើងវិញ
He added that the government is also distributing a variety of crop seeds to allow citizens to cultivate them and help reduce some of the hardships they are facing from the floods. The Prime Minister of Cambodia encouraged people affected by the floods to not give up and to be brave and to try and find solutions to the problem they are facing. According to a report from the Disaster Management Committee, floods in 2022 have affected 22 provinces in Cambodia, including 96 districts, 151,412 hectares of rice fields, and 41,024 hectares of other crops. Ekanin, EAC News.
Prime Minister Hun Sen has reminded the Minister of Agriculture, Diptina, to find a way to produce local rice seeds in the context of needing to distribute seeds and food to flood-affected victims in Cambodia. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has the story.
Speaking at the distribution of rice seeds and food to more than 10,000 families in Battambang province on Monday morning, Prime Minister Hun Sen stated that the local production of rice seeds would help ensure a steady supply of rice seeds by regional in the coming days.
ដោយចាប់ផ្ដើមពីការកំណត់ពូជប្រាំរបស់រដ្ឋដែលត្រូវការប្រមូលទិញផងហើយអាចនឹងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋរបស់យើងក៏ទិញពូជសុទ្ធឬក៏យកស្រូវរបស់យើងទៅដូរជាមួយស្រូវពូជដែលសុទ្ធ
At the same time, the Prime Minister also urged the private sector to participate in helping farmers and prepare other ways to help solve this problem, saying the locally produced rice seeds can be both distributed in state and the private sector. The Prime Minister stressed that the use of the pure rice seeds will increase rice yields and also change mindsets.
ចាប់តាំងពីខ្ញុំធ្វើនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីនៅឆ្នាំ 1985 ខ្ញុំបានធ្វើកិច្ចការដែលសំខាន់ជាងគេគឺធ្វើយ៉ាងម៉េចឲ្យប្រជាពលរដ្ឋយើងបានផ្លាស់ប្ដូរឥរិយាបថ
According to a report from the Disaster Management Committee, floods in 2022 have affected 22 provinces in Cambodia, including 96 districts, 151,412 hectares of rice fields, and 41,024 hectares of other crops. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
The Minister of Agriculture sent the Director General of Agriculture, Nun Chai, to Battambang province to find out about the problems farmers there are facing so that the ministry can help form solutions. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has the story.
Director General Ning Chai's visit took place on Sunday in Longlon Commune, Tmokul District, Battambang Province. Residents informed him that red snails feeding on rice crops, flooding and some technical farming inaccuracies and some of the problems would face regularly. Rice farmer Sung Chung Leng said that the recent years his crops have been less productive. Floods have also repetitively damaged his rice fields. He asked the government to consider a new drainage system because there is already an irrigation system in Ulonglon commune that flows out of Kamping Poi, Saddam, which sometimes causes flooding in the rice fields. He said that these problems have negatively impacted his crops. In regard to the request for the water release system, the Director General of Agriculture from the Ministry of Agriculture, Ning Chai, stated that he would urge officials from his department and the community to contact the Department of Water Resources to organise the restoration of the drainage system. He also advised farmers to reduce the use of fertiliser that does not suit the rice crops and use the pesticides that can affect animals in the field. He urged farmers to think about the benefits of reducing agricultural fertiliser, as using too much is costly, and if the farmers compare what they harvest and make and how much they pay for the fertiliser, it is apparent that they do not make much profit. It should be noted that this inspection was conducted by Director General Ning Chai of Banabong Province, because Prime Minister Hun Sen also distributed rice seeds to the farmers that were about 11,528 families who were affected by the floods. Recent floods in Banabong Province caused a heavy rain that affected 14 districts and a total of 29,384 families, of which a total of 1,051 families were evacuated. A total of 29,384 houses have been affected by flooding, while 32 houses, 76 schools, 6 heater centres, 19 pagodas and 4 public administration buildings were damaged as well. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
If it's happening and you need to know about it, you'll get it all right here. EAC News brings you updates and breaking news in English across all of our platforms and channels. The EAC News app, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, and our website www.eacnews.asia. Join me and the rest of the EAC News team every day on your favourite channels. EAC News, Cambodia made clear.
Thank you for watching the Daily Roundup here on EAC News Channel. For more breaking news and updates, you can check out our website, eacnews.asia, or search EAC News on Telegram, Smart TV, or at your favorite app store. More from the EAC News team tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We will see you then.